Hey, this is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. I'm still in Europe, soaking up the sights and shining a light on the blue square method wherever I go. I am currently at the spectacular Villa del Bianello on Lake Como. You might recognize it from Casino Royale. Daniel Craig had a scene here. Star Wars Episode 2 had a scene here. It's just out of this world. Give you some perspective there. Just behind me, that's Bellagio. See the Rockefeller Center up there. Just down towards Como, apparently that's where George Clooney, Richard Branson have homes. It's incredible. I can't come here without thinking about legacy. I mean, just hundreds and hundreds of years of history. So this used to be a monastery and church, and it was acquired by Guido Monzino, whose father actually owned a department store chain, but Guido apparently didn't want any part of that, so he sold the business, and that financed his world travels. He effectively became an Italian version of Indiana Jones. This is now a museum and quite a sight, and every room is just incredible. I'm sure his dad would have been cool knowing that, okay, you're not going to take the torch from me from a business perspective, but you're going to go and live your best life. It's what every dad would hope their kids could achieve. But I also tell you that because, you know, a couple days ago it was raining and we ducked into an old used bookstore, antiquarian bookstore, and there it was, Somerset Maugham's book, The Razor's Edge. Cost me €6. €6 for that classic. Now you think about that. He wrote that book in 1944. You think about what was going on in the world at that time. He still managed to produce a book of that quality. €6. Now I put that in perspective for myself and Chris. You know, it took us basically 6 years to write the Blue Square Method. Lots going on in the world. You know, 6 years, you know, you can go buy a piece of land and drop some blueprints and get some permits and put up a skyscraper that would endure for a long time. But when you're in the fee-for-service, knowledge for profit business, it's a whole different experience, but you still hope that it will endure and be part of your legacy. You know, in The Razor's Edge, there's a great line. It says something like, sometimes a man's life can have the lasting impact of throwing a stone into a river. That ripple, that's it. The world moves on. So it's interesting, you know, in business, it's not how much we make, it's how we make it and how much impact we have on other people's lives, and do we achieve what we want through the service of others or at the expense of others. €6 for that book. You know, and it's not what that costs. I mean, you think about supply and demand. I mean, €6, it's not much. Now, I read yesterday that somebody is selling a money clip for $1,800. So there are people out there that would rather part with $1,800. They'd rather have the money clip than the money, and that's fine. But that's supply and demand, how it works. So anyway, just, you gotta come here. If you haven't already done so, it's spectacular. Rivals Amalfi. But I guess my point is just, we have to be mindful of our impact, mindful of how we will be remembered and how we will touch others every step of the way. Every investment we make is contributing to that outcome. Just wanted to share that with you, but give you another view of that villa. Make sure you check this part of the world out when you get a chance. And check out the Blue Square Method. Go to thebluesquaremethod.com, download a free chapter, check out the table of contents. We put a lot into that, and again, focusing on qualitative as well as quantitative results. So with that, I'll just sign off. This is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Make it a great day.